It was the scandal nobody predicted, yet suddenly everyone is talking about it. Kirk Frost and Mendeecees Harris, two of the most infamous personalities in love and hip-hop history, have officially been blacklisted from reality TV. After years filled with drama, betrayals, and non-stop headline-worthy moments, their time in the spotlight has come to a shocking and abrupt end. But why? What actually happened behind the scenes that pushed producers to make such an extreme call? According to sources, everything began with a massive backstage blow-up, an altercation so wild and so out of control that even security couldn't contain it. Cameras were rolling, tempers were rising, and in seconds, fists were flying. And now, after years of being considered reality TV royalty, Kirk and Mendeecees are reportedly done for good. No more cameras, no more confessionals, just a cold, unexpected reality they never saw coming. But wait, there's more to this story than the public is hearing. Was this really just about one fight? Or was there a much bigger storm brewing behind the scenes, betrayals, secret alliances, and shocking revelations? This scandal goes deeper than anyone imagined. No one expected things to blow up like this. The tension between Kirk Frost and Mendeecees Harris had been building for weeks, simmering under the surface, but no one thought it would erupt into absolute chaos. What began as harmless shade escalated into a career-ending fight, one that shook the entire love and hip-hop franchise to its core. It all happened at a closed-door, private after-show taping where cast members were supposed to clear the air before the official reunion. No cameras, no pressure, just a chance to be honest. At least, that was the plan. But when you throw egos, grudges, and drama-hungry reality stars into the same room, an explosion is almost guaranteed. And that night, it happened. Kirk and Mendeecees had never been close, but there had been mutual respect, until recently. Rumors began circulating that Mendeecees had been talking recklessly behind Kirk's back, calling him a washed-up husband who only stayed relevant because of Rashida's hustle. At first, Kirk ignored it. Gossip was nothing new in love and hip-hop. But when multiple people confirmed that Mendeecees had gone even further, claiming Kirk was desperate enough to fabricate fake beef just to stay on the show, Kirk couldn't let it slide. The whispers turned into full accusations. Mendeecees was allegedly telling producers that Kirk was more of a liability than an asset, bringing nothing to the franchise except recycled scandals and tired drama. For Kirk, that crossed the line. He has the nerve to say I'm holding the show back? Kirk reportedly vented to castmates. This man barely got out of prison, and now he thinks he runs everything. It wasn't just ego, it was about respect. And Kirk wasn't about to let Mendeecees tear down his legacy. Insiders say Kirk pulled Mendeecees aside before the taping to settle the issue man to man. But Mendeecees didn't back down. "If you're worried about what I'm saying, maybe fix what's broken," he allegedly said, dripping with arrogance. Kirk's jaw clenched. And that was all it took. A heated argument erupted. Cast members stood frozen in shock. "You were a guest on the show. I built this place before you even showed up." Kirk snapped. Mendeecees laughed, slow mocking. And Kirk snapped. Before security could intervene, Kirk shoved Mendeecees, sending him stumbling into a chair. From there, everything spiraled downward. Mendeecees lunged, grabbed Kirk's shirt, and in seconds punches were thrown. Chairs crashed, glass shattered, cast members screamed. Security tried to separate them, but both were seeing red. Yandy screamed at Mendeecees to stop. Rashida tried to pull Kirk away. But the damage was already done. Worst of all, someone recorded the whole thing on their phone. The moment tensions rose, someone hit record. And the second the fight broke out, the footage started spreading like wildfire. Clips leaked online within minutes. Fans were stunned. Comments exploded. The production team went into panic mode. "This isn't normal reality TV drama," one producer said. "This is career-ending." The fight was so intense, so explosive, that producers immediately shut down filming. Kirk was dragged into one room, Mendeecees into another. Executives met behind closed doors to make a decision no one ever expected. Yes, fights happen on reality TV, but this was too raw, too dangerous, too out of control. By the end of the night, the verdict was in. Kirk Frost and Mendeecees Harris were facing the harshest punishment of their careers, and there would be no coming back. The fallout was immediate and devastating. Within hours, love and hip-hop executives were dealing with a crisis far bigger than shattered furniture and bruised egos. The network was furious. Not just angry, furious. Reality TV thrives on drama, but this crossed the line. And the leak made it 10 times worse. Fans analyzed every second online, the shove, the swing, the crash of glass, the chaos in the background. Social media blew up. I never thought I'd see Kirk and Mendeecees in a full-on brawl. LHHA will never be the same again. Mendeecees snapped. If they get fired, I'm done with the show. Fans took sides, Team Kirk versus Team Mendeecees, but one thing was universally agreed. This was the biggest scandal love and hip-hop had ever seen. Sponsors weren't happy. The network's image was at stake. If they kept Kirk and Mendeecees, it would send the wrong message. The decision was made swiftly. The next morning, both men received the call. They were officially fired. No warnings. No second chances. Kirk was in disbelief. This can't be real, he told Rashida, pacing the house. I've been here since day one. They need me. Rashida knew the truth. You put your hands on him, Kirk, and the footage got out. They had no choice. Meanwhile, Mendeecees got the same call while sitting with Yandy. Nah. No way, he said, shaking his head. They need me. I brought too much to the show. Yandy snapped, outraged. So that's it? After everything we gave this franchise, they just toss you out. She wasn't wrong. They had given the show years of storylines. But none of that mattered now. Then the rumors started. Not only were they fired, they were being blacklisted from reality TV entirely. Producers didn't want to touch them. Networks considered them liabilities. No one wanted the risk. We can't have another situation like this, an insider said. If Kirk and Mendeecees can't stay professional, we can't trust them. Sponsorships were paused. Spin-offs canceled. Opportunities disappearing. Mendeecees called his lawyers. Kirk started plotting his next move. If they think I'm just going to disappear, they're mistaken, Kirk said. I built my name. I don't need love and hip-hop. Suddenly, the war wasn't just between Kirk and Mendeecees. It was Kirk and Mendeecees versus the entire love and hip-hop empire. The firing sent shockwaves through the industry. Kirk and Mendeecees weren't just castmates, they were pillars of reality TV. But neither man planned on fading quietly. They immediately worked to control the narrative. Kirk jumped into action first. He sat down for an exclusive interview. What happened was unfortunate, he insisted. But I was defending my honor. I've been loyal to this show since day one. For them to cut me like this, it's foul. He felt betrayed by the very show he helped build. I'm not done, he promised his fans. They shut one door, I'll open 5 more. Mendeecees adopted a different tone. In an emotional IG Live, he spoke about his journey. I've faced challenges before, legal battles, time away from my family. This is just another obstacle. And I won't let anyone disrespect me. Yandy stood beside him, furious but strategic. Y'all haven't seen the last of him, she promised. We always come back stronger. But inside, Mendeecees was shaken. This show is our bread and butter, he admitted privately. Without it, what's left? Yandy refused to let fear take over. We'll make our own opportunities. We don't need VH1. We can take this anywhere, YouTube, Tubi, streaming, whatever we want. Meanwhile, the blacklist rumors grew louder. Networks didn't want the heat. No show wanted to risk legal consequences or another meltdown. For Kirk, the news hit hard. I'm not about to be some husband, he told Rashida. But reality was sinking in. Without TV exposure, everything he built might crumble. Mendeecees felt it too. Brand deals stopped. Calls slowed. Engagement dropped. We need to move fast, he told Yandy. I'm not going out like this. Fans debated nonstop online. Some said they deserved a second chance. Others said they crossed a dangerous line. Former cast members weighed in. Stevie J said, "There's a line you don't cross." Kirk and Mendeecees crossed it. Others disagreed. They want us to act up for cameras, one ex-cast member said. But when it gets real, suddenly it's too much? Still, the network didn't budge. They were out. For good. And that's when Kirk made his biggest move yet. A lawsuit. This isn't just about one fight, he told his lawyer. It's about my legacy. They used me for years, now they want to erase me? No. They owe me. The lawsuit sent shockwaves. This could change reality TV forever, an insider said. Now neither man was just blacklisted, they were considered radioactive. No company wanted to associate with them until the legal dust settled. Yandy moved fast. If TV didn't want them, they'd make their own show. Independent. Unfiltered. Their way. The question now was, would fans follow? Or was this truly the end? The drama isn't over, not even close. Kirk Frost and Mendeecees Harris may be blacklisted now, but will they stay gone? Will Kirk's lawsuit shake the entire reality TV industry? Will Yandy's plan for their independent comeback actually work? Fans are divided. The industry is watching. And one thing is for sure. This scandal is far from finished. What do you think? Should Kirk and Mendeecees get another chance? Or did they go way too far? And will their independent comeback succeed or flop? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want all the shocking updates, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because this story is evolving fast, and trust me, you don't want to miss what comes next.